Andy Ruiz reveals that Joshua hit him with a lucky punch and he wasn't even really hurt like that. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Shout out to CashApp. If you'd like to sign up for ESPN Plus, use my link below. It does help the channel. Let's get it. Link in the description. Andy Ruiz versus Joshua 2. It says Ruiz insists Joshua hit him with a, quote, lucky punch, denies he was close to defeat. So they have an exclusive interview. It says Joshua has previously claimed he lost due to a lucky punch, a punch sent from the gods. Ruiz has now responded by denying that he was ever hurt, even when he was knocked down. Andy Ruiz says, quote, that was a lucky shot for him too. Ruiz said about the moment Joshua floored him in the early stages of their first heavyweight fight. Quote, I got lazy. It was a punch in the blink of an eye. I thought, what just happened? I wasn't that hurt because I wasn't wobbling. I still had the will and the fire inside of me. I wanted to keep fighting and win the fight. And then they show a picture of Joshua being sent to the neutral corner. Joshua will have the chance to reclaim his IBF, WBA, WBO titles, avenge his only loss when he faces Ruiz December 7th. Joshua once said Ruiz got hit by a flash knockdown. He was still raw. He wasn't well done. He wasn't cooked. I should have left him a little bit longer. Mexico's first heavyweight champion has claimed that moment in the third round broke Joshua psychologically. Ruiz said, once he dropped me, then he got me with a really good right hand. I could eat his punches. Mentally, he thought, this guy isn't going down. What is happening? I had to do everything possible to change the fight, and that's what I did with the left hook. The left hook was a really great shot in the temple. The other times I hit him in the head, he loosened up and got wobbly. I was the better fighter that day because I pressured him, threw more punches, and the body shots put him down. Joshua had previously criticized Ruiz for taking 7 rounds to knock him out after hurting him in the third. Quote, Joshua said, I'm just shocked it took Ruiz another 4 rounds to get me out. Let me concuss Ruiz Jr. He won't get back up. Ruiz has now insisted, quote, if it was another fight in there, Joshua would have beat him. If it was another fighter in there, if it was Gerald Miller, he would have beaten him. Wow. So he says, you know, Joshua's finishing game, his finisher game is weak. Listen, let's talk what Joshua just said. That is by far the UK. They've been taking some L's in boxing lately. This to me is a lame response. He says, I'm shocked it took Ruiz another 4 rounds to get me out. Like, who brags that they got knocked out, lost every round, got dropped 4 times, and their claim to fame is that after the 3rd round, they survived with a concussion for 4 more rounds before getting stopped? Like, to me, that's not really, you know, that to me, that's not really a like a saving grace, if you will. Like, you still got stopped. Tim Bradley fought with a concussion and beat Ruslan Provodnikov. So this is boxing. We've seen fighters fight with broken jaws, Muhammad Ali, right? You know, broken noses and finish fights. I seen a guy with 1 arm win by knockout. So, you know, I don't really think, to me, that it just shows Joshua's mentality, you know? It just shows his mentality. I think Joshua's mentality, he's looking for like these little like splitting hairs and stuff to try to find the silver lining. You know, I don't think that's because he took 4 rounds to eventually knock you out anyway, and you got dropped more times. You know, at the end of the day, he had a 5-6 week camp. He was the B side, and Joshua's 6'6", and he's smaller, like in stature and stuff. You gotta put it together. You don't want to get reckless and then get knocked out in a fight you're capable of winning. So to me, I don't think that's like really even worth saying. And then he said, let me concuss Ruiz Jr. He won't get back up. But the thing is, you have to actually concuss him, you know? And you hit him and you couldn't concuss him in the first fight. And he did get back up and he beat you. So it's like, to me, it's like reaching. I was hungry. That's the difference between me and other fighters. I've been doing this since I was 6 years old. It's all I know. That's Andy Ruiz talking. Yeah. So Joshua's mindset is pretty interesting. You know, he's talking about, oh yeah, I'm surprised I was able to keep fighting. Bro, you weren't really fighting. I mean, you were losing every round. Joshua landed, you know, to his credit, he landed a couple cool shots after that. A couple right hands and stuff, maybe 1, 2, but nothing worth bragging about when this is the end result and you lost all your titles. That's what I'm saying. Joshua's too inconsistent, just like some of the other guys from the UK, like Tyson Fury and stuff. Their commentary is too inconsistent. You know, this was when he said I'm surprised lucky punch, and I'm surprised he let me live 4 more rounds or whatever. That was a couple interviews ago. Now all of a sudden Joshua's disappeared, and you don't really have, I don't know. You don't really have him acting the same now. You know, it's just, to me, it's really weird commentary. I think Andy Ruiz been far more consistent with his thoughts. I think he's just facetiously saying lucky punch just really because Joshua said it first. So he's just like, you know, all right, if I hit you with a lucky punch, then your shot was lucky and I wasn't wobbled. Man, I'm really worried about Joshua in this rematch because I don't know. Just Andy Ruiz looks ready. He looks mentally strong, more time to prepare. Joshua's really going to have to reinvent himself. He's going to have to show me something in this because everyone's going to be paying attention. The whole country's watching, you know, paying more money with Sky Sports. They raised the price to like $24.95 pound, you know, so that's a price hike. And it's a lot of pressure on him, and he didn't seem to handle the pressure too well. I think Ruiz is the better combination puncher. Some guys just got your number, and maybe this was a bad replacement, and then you end up losing to him, and now he's motivated more so than ever, more confident than ever, and based on the first fight, he knows he could take your best shot, but you don't know if you could take his best shot. So Joshua is gonna have to bite down, fight demons, and overcome a lot in this particular fight. One thing that Ruiz touched on that I think helped him, and it's horrible to see who DAZN has as commentators because I don't think they do a good job of, by and large, giving the education to boxing fans. Like when Ruiz got knocked down, they're doing predictive. I'd see this. The worst part about a lot of modern commentary teams is they're trying so hard to be right that majority of their commentary is predictive. It's like autocorrect. You ever use autocorrect and you want to spell never mind and it says Neanderthal? Like you jumped the gun. I don't want to. When do I ever need to use the word Neanderthal? I was trying to put never mind, you know? And that's how a lot of commentators work. It's like they want to be, you know, have the money quote, you know, the quote of the day and what they said manifested happens and stuff. So they start doing all this predictive commentary before it happens. Like on this particular telecast, to give you an example, I believe it was Chris Mannix. He said, Joshua's an excellent finisher. This is when Ruiz got knocked down. Joshua's an excellent finisher. Watch this. And then we watched this. And then Andy Ruiz bit down like a true champion and ended up hurting Joshua. So therefore, all of that commentary was null and void. And it makes you look foolish talking about Joshua's an excellent finisher. So you obviously don't know what you're talking about, because you, just like everyone before the fight, you totally wrote Andy Ruiz off from the jump. And then when he gets the first sign of trouble, you just act like it's over. This is boxing. This is boxing. It ain't over till it's over, you know? And a more sensible commentary would be like, Joshua's a great finisher. Let's see what he does here. Ruiz is hurt, you know, something like that. Because that's different than watch this, like you bragging, like, oh, Joshua's an excellent finisher. Watch it. Like, watch what he does here. And then he gets dropped twice and loses the round and loses every other round after that, you know? So that becomes a legendary L for DAZN commentary. The fact that they said that, you know, you should have just been like, normally Joshua's a good finisher. Let's see what he puts together here, you know? And it's like, just like, it reminds me of Pacquiao versus Marquez 4, and Roy Jones being the true fighter and being ringside or you know, and being able to watch it. Jim Lab's like, will he get up? He's not getting up, Jim. Because Roy Jones is a fighter. He's been knocked out. He's a fighter. He's knocked guys out. He knew how Pacquiao failed. He wasn't getting up. So that's a little bit predictive, but Roy Jones obviously knew what he was talking about because Pacquiao didn't get up, you know, as opposed to Chris Mannix or whoever was saying, Joshua's a great finisher. Watch this. And then we watch it, and then Joshua's spilling about and looking like he's short-circuiting, getting hit with all types of. That's why you don't do that. You just let it unfold. You're talking about watch this, and this is the end result. So, you know, I got a lot to say on this fight. I'll continue doing videos about it, but the telling thing is that Ruiz is, you know, he's trying to dig the dagger in deeper and say that Joshua never even hurt him. You know, psychologically, what are you going to do if a guy's just durable? You know, he has faster hands. You know, he's quicker on the counter. You know, he's dangerous, you know, and he could take your shots. Joshua's going to have to overcome all of that, especially with Ruiz, you know, now pretty much taunting him, saying, hey, I wasn't even hurt. You played yourself. Let me know what you guys think. If you love what I'm doing, smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.